Hey there, everybody. Thomas Wood with ValueCharts.com. It is Thursday, February 18th. We're going to take a look at one of the trades from earlier today's futures trading room. Worked out really well. We basically sat on our hands all day long, and then in a 10-minute period, we had a short in Russell that worked out for about $300 a contract, and a short in crude oil that we took out about $300 a contract on all at the same time. And what happened is we had the petroleum status report that came out. Crude shot straight down. And then we started to bounce. We went into this consolidation. So we drew a trend line. This is what we call a micro trend, where we have a short-term series of higher high, higher low within the context of an overall down move. You draw your trend line across the lows. Our entry was as soon as we broke through that trend line with about $100 contract risk. We ended up selling off, taking $280 a contract profit on the initial drop, and then bounced and had another re-entry on the break of the previous bar's low here, or on the break of the support level here, for another $200 or $300 a contract to the downside. So it worked out really well. And this is just one example of how we trade news announcements. And one thing I want to point out is that a lot of people, they'll come into the trading room and they'll sit in it for about 10-15 minutes and they'll say, you never trade anything and we're not placing any trades, so this is boring. Well, with trading, you got to keep in mind, the majority of the time you're actually sitting on your hands waiting for the setup to occur. And then when you find that setup, then you jump in. We're not just going to throw money at the market and hope we're right. We don't just jump in because the market's moving. We wait for specific setups that have a high probability. So we're basically becoming the house. If you think of it like a casino, you're becoming the house where you have the odds in your favor. And it's all a probabilities game. So a lot of times you'll see me in the trading room and I'll go an entire day and not place any trades because the setups didn't occur that I wanted to occur. But for example, today we waited for 3 hours, and then we had two setups trigger at the same time in two different markets. Both of them worked out really well with almost 3-to-1 reward risk ratios. And then we were out within 10 minutes and sitting on our hands again. And that's just part of trading. It's how you play the game. So that's all I have for you for today. Don't forget, go to valuecharts.com/go to get an entire month of the trading rooms for $7. Again, it's valuecharts.com/go, G-O. So that's all for today. And until next time, happy trading.